It was an exciting weekend for soccer fans at UCLA as both the men's and women's teams faced off in NCAA tournament games. For men's soccer, here's Chiara Sottile.
With dejected faces, these senior members of the UCLA men's soccer team say goodbye to Drake Stadium and to their fourth and final opportunity to clinch a national title trophy. The fate of this NCAA first-round championship game against Cal Poly was decided by the opposition's sole goal in the 27th minute. If you hadn't seen the scoreboard, you might have bet the Bruins were the winning team, with their smooth passing, with a higher number of saves thanks to goalkeeper Brian Perk, and more shots in both halves of the game. Until the final whistle, the energy and aggressive play did not dissipate. For senior players, it was their last chance to add a fifth star to their jerseys.
It's heartbreaking just to end like this. Last 4 years, I'm never going to play here again, so it's obviously really tough to take it right now.
I mean, it's my last one for me, but I mean, the other guys come back next year and hopefully do a better job. We fought hard, we battled. Just, again, it wasn't our day. A couple touches here, a couple touches there. I mean, we could have tied the game and then won it.
Despite their disappointment, the senior players were optimistic for their professional careers and for the future of Bruin soccer.
I'm going to have surgery on my knee first, and then I'm going to hopefully go overseas.
Hopefully continue my career, so we'll see where it takes me after this. Maybe MLS, keep looking ahead, looking forward, and just keep my head up because it's not over yet.
While this year's seniors leave the field without a title to take with their legacy, there's always next year for another opportunity at that fifth championship win. Back to you, Bobak.
While the men might not have had a great weekend, it was a different story for the women. From Drake Stadium, here's Alex Wolf.
Behind me, the UCLA women's soccer team could not be more excited to have claimed their second victory against USC of the season and advance to the NCAA quarterfinals.
USC fought hard to avenge their loss to UCLA less than a month ago, but it wasn't enough for UCLA's drive, especially that of junior Christina Larson, who scored the game's only goal and played a leading role in UCLA's domination throughout the game.
Every goal feels good, but every time, a goal goes in against USC, it's extra. Every time we play USC, it's always such a good game. People are working 100% and fighting as hard as they can.
The exceptionally large crowd of over 3,000 made the game only that much more intense.
The hardest part of the game for me was actually trying to communicate with people because it was so loud, because there's so many fans here that it was hard for the backs to hear me.
The victory marked a vengeance for the Bruins, who fell to the women of Troy in last year's NCAA semifinals.
It felt good to knock them out because they knocked us out last year.
Goalkeeper Ashley Thompson's 13th shutout of the season also broke the UCLA record for most shutouts of the season with their 19th so far.
It's sad because it's my last year here at at UCLA, not SC. It's memorable, so I'm glad, I'm happy.
The Bruins move on to the quarterfinals and that much closer to the NCAA title.
UCLA will compete against Duke in the quarterfinals this Saturday, 6:30 at Drake Stadium. For Daily Bruin Television, this is Alex Wolf.
The quarterfinals match will be the final game for the UCLA women's team this weekend on Saturday, so be sure to check it out. For Daily Bruin Television, I'm Bobak Shahrivar.